Why hello! Welcome back to Let's Play Steambot Chronicles. We're on our way to New Haven. Let's just go and take the shortcut here and oh, it's still closed. I wonder why that is. Anyway, I guess we're gonna have to just take a quick hop through Happy Garland here. Can't imagine anything interesting happening as we go through this door. So it's suddenly being evening, I guess.
Yo, Vanilla! You seen Dudley around? I've been waiting here all day. I can't wait for that guy much longer. Why don't you enter the UTC?
The UTC, you say?
What's the UTC?
Oh, right. Let me explain. The winner is declared the strongest trotmobile rider in the country. 8 riders are selected from all across the country. I'm one of them. The winner fights last year's champion, the White Phantom. And of course, whoever wins that is declared the grand champion. That's it. The rules are the same as any other trotmobile battle.
Who's the White Phantom?
That's just an alias, I think. He's Happy Garland's champion.
I want to know where Dudley is.
Join the club. Knowing him, he probably got scared and ran. Don't worry about it, though. You just fight like you always do.
Who else is participating?
I know Schneider is coming from Nefroburg, but there are others.
Is there a cash prize?
You know it. We're talking about 10,000 UR. Second place is only 3,000 UR, so it's pretty much all or nothing. Let's get you signed up.
Let's. Sorry, point out that this is something that happens once only in the game. You only have one shot of this. One single shot at being the ultimate trotmobile champion.
Good luck. I'll be cheering for you, okay? You too, Fennel.
Okay, looks like your first opponent is...
Long time no see, Vanilla.
Oh.
It's me, Jimmy, from New Haven. Remember?
Yep.
I see you entered the UTC, but I wouldn't have expected anything less. I gotta go tune up my rig now. Hope you can put up a fight.
High standard of entry then.
Never seen that guy before. Stay on your toes, okay?
Yep, we're facing Jimmy once again. It's gonna be slightly harder than last time though. Anyway, we only really got one shot at this. Well, I say one. You can reload as many times as you want, but you cannot save between bouts, so definitely have to defeat 4 enemies in a row, including Jimmy. Well, more like 3 enemies in a row then, I guess. Let's try not to be too cocky though. He's learnt some new tricks since we last fought him.
Jimmy, get him!
He still failed to equip an actual weapon though. Although the shield is probably a step up from what he had before. Did he have the shield before? I forget. Right, when enemies pick stuff up, that is your invitation to nail them with your gun. Your Gatling gun. See, all that grinding was worth it, and oh dear. Why's he got a basket on his back? Jesus. The hell is he carrying in there? Jimmy will throw you around. He's one of those trotmobiles that does throw you. No sweat though. Hardly a fitting challenge for the King of the Elephants. Shall see who's up next. In a minute. Anytime now.
I wasn't really expecting to go up against you so early on, but, I've been waiting to see what you're made of. Let's have some fun.
You there, Vanilla! Do you know where Mallow is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mallow's... Mallow's in New Haven with a flower girl who has a parrot on her shoulder.
Flower girl with a parrot? Got it. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to get to New Haven. Thanks for your help.
Totally forgot about that. I left him a memo earlier, if you remember, because he was out. Anyway, Fennel is our opponent now. If you remember, Fennel's mech is equipped with a bazooka. There's actually two sorts of massive missile-firing things in the game. Fennel has the better kind, well, the best kind when you're against it. The bazooka arm
I'm betting on you!
fires unguided missiles. I'm still very suspicious of Fennel. Blue Trotmobile indeed. Well, Fennel is as far as I got on my first try at this. You know, back when I played through this game the first time. Okay, maybe he does have homing missiles. I'm thinking of another Trotmobile fighter who has the bazooka arm. I think it's the big missile arm or something. It's purchasable for victory medals in the Garland arena. Oh, they hurt when they hit you though, jeez. He's not too nippy, is old Fennel. We'll be getting close, we'll have a chance to smack him around a bit. Unlike Jimmy, he doesn't seem too happy to throw you. It's kind of cool we can shoot those missiles out the air. Oh, and we're done. Yeah, when I first played this, I didn't get the Gatling arm.
I won!
If I had, I might have actually beat him. Can't imagine trying to do this with just the sniper arm. Or the boomerang. But we are one step closer to the championship now.
Nice. You're pretty strong. I think you'll do okay. Schneider's next. He's Neferberg's champ.
Schneider!
He's not the champ for nothing. Don't let your guard down.
Yep, Schneider from the Aphrodite Bar. It wasn't very talkative before, but now we know he is in fact the champion of the Neferberg arena. Interesting. We're through to the semi-final now, which means if we do lose, we will get a prize. A measly 1,000 it turns out. As Fennel said, it's very much all or nothing in the prize stakes. Schneider's got a couple of interesting parts there. A unique shield with his name on it, or an S. And a spiked grill. He's an S rank. Let me remind you that we're actually only a D rank at this point. Very impressive we got this far, really. Yeah. Good thing about Schneider is he does like to pick stuff up. Oh, shouldn't have tried to jump. Yeah, Schneider will grab you, and he will jump off very quickly. We have no such option, however. Yeah, the shooting them as they pick stuff up is very good, and oh, that rock actually hit us. That is not good. We survived that throw, but unfortunately he comes out of literally nowhere to grab us and chuck us. And that's us. Us done for now. Defeated by Schneider. How sad.
Don't worry about it. That's what I expected from Schneider.
Get him!
Of course not. We can't leave it at that. But after a quick reload and thrashing of Jimmy and Fennel again, let's have another go. See if we can't beat that Schneider. Schneider is very nippy when he's not picking stuff up. The key basically is to keep out of his grabbing range or be the first person to pick him up. Ah, look at that, that was unfair. It's not going terribly well. Lucky that pillar was there. Just a few more hits. There we go. Smash him in with the elephant grill. Stylish. It's interesting, the only parts that survive when you get blown up are the body, the grill, and the windshield. They all show up in black, as it were. And that's it, we're through to the final now. It's very tense, very exciting.
Can you hear the crowd? They're going wild. I never expected you to make it this far. They're up against Elder next. He's the winner from last year. This is your chance at the championship, so don't let me down.
We shall endeavour not to let you down, Mr. Fennel. So I've got some questions to ask you about a boat, and a missile, an engine room, and a horrible, horrible boating accident. And some amnesia. But whatever. It's time to leave such petty past explosions behind. For we are up against Elder, the White Phantom, King of Trotmobiles. The Trotmobile rider so good they gave him an extra special rank just for him. And here we are, rank D. We must defeat his Requiem. I mean, Elder's very nippy, and he comes equipped with the same missile launcher that Fennel did. It's rather annoying. Thankfully, it does have a limited ammo capacity, unlike the Gatling arm, which has all of the ammo, all of the time. Yeah. It's very possible to dodge them. And we're going to have to try and do that as much as possible. Once he runs out of ammo, he shall be charging at us with his massive table-sized Excalibur sword. Sort of ridiculous. We've lost Locke there, that's not good. He's taken half our health off, and we've only taken a sliver of his. He can't have many missiles left. That might have been his last one. Yep, he's getting close now, he's out of missiles. Trying to bring the buzzsaw into play. Chuck him. Unlike the other fighters, he won't throw us. Not 100% sure what happened there, but we won! Yeah! We are the champions!
I won!
King of Trotmobiles, baby! King of Trotmobiles. Can't believe I did that on my first try. Second try, actually. First try against Elder, though.
You did it! You're the champion!
Hells yeah! That's awesome! That's also quite nice.
Man, that was a wake-up call. You took my spotlight. I'll be the one next year. Just you wait.
Hell yeah.
Why, hello there. Vanilla, I presume. That battle was superb. Who knew the White Phantom could be defeated?
I know.
I'd like you to consider joining our organization. You're just the type of person we need.
Organization, eh?
Who are you?
Pardon me, I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Comfrey, and I am a consultant for the secret society of the Bloody Mantis.
Oh.
Perhaps you've heard of us. We
Yeah.
serve a sublime higher purpose, and in order to accomplish that, we need men like you. I think highly of your skills, and would be willing to induct you as private. If you're interested, please go to a store called Fashion Posera. The changing room there is actually the entrance to our secret hideout. I've marked the store's location on the map, in case you're interested. There are 2 changing rooms, though, so make sure you choose the right one. I must be going now, but I trust we will meet again.
Okay then. Well then. Yeah. No matter how badly you do in the tournament, you will have an invitation to join the Bloody Mantis from Comfrey there. We'll be heading over to their secret hideout to have a look at that in a bit. First of all, we've got to have some food, and there's a couple more bits to do around town. As ever, side quests are in abundance. Yeah. So that's it. We're the champion now. We've gone from rank D to rank K. Although most of the time the game will actually refer to us as a rank S, we will have the crown symbol of the rank K displayed on our save file and everywhere else. So you may notice that my running is not very smooth today. The controller I'm using, I think the analog stick is giving up the ghost. It's very stuttery. You have to sort of hold it down and click it in to get it to run forward easily. In a couple of episodes I'll go back to using my other controller. Elder doesn't seem too bothered that he's the ex-champion. I mean, if I was him I'd be really pissed off. Also, I totally look more dapper than him in this white suit. They've already changed the sign. Jesus, they are on top of it. Anyway, slightly stuttery run over here. Now that we're champion, there's a few things that we can do. Well, we can challenge every single fighter in any arena now. But merely having been in the UTC gives us access to this little side quest here. Even if we're not the champion, they will let us in. Let's go and sort out those terrible Quail Tunnel businesses. So here is a little side quest that I didn't know was, you know, in the game at all. The sexy seductress we can find at night around here. I don't know how many times you have to speak to her or what triggers it exactly, but at one point she's going to ask us to remember her name for later. And then after the game is complete, we can come back here and give her her name, spell it out for her, and we'll get a plate. So I definitely want to activate that before the end of the game, otherwise I won't get that plate. Anyway, here's the right fitting room. If you go to the other fitting room, you'll peek on a lady who is surprisingly happy to be peeked on. Also, that noise again, I really want to know what that noise is. Why does it play whenever you enter some sort of cavern or underground place? What causes that? Is it a bug? Is it intended? I don't know. We haven't actually seen that much of the Bloody Mantis. They've been walking around town a lot, just generally not doing much. Was that man in black at Vladimir's place?
Hello, we've been expecting you. But before you make your decision,
I must warn you. The secret society of the Bloody Mantis has 2 rules. First, a superior's orders are absolute. It doesn't matter what is asked of you, it will be done. Second, one cannot withdraw from the society. Once you join, you may not unjoin. Any attempt to leave will be considered an act of treachery. That is all. So, let me ask you once and for all. Will you become our comrade?
I'll think about it.
I see. Why don't you talk to some of our other members then? Once you've made up your mind, come speak with me.
Well, here we are at the main decision in the game. Our choice here will affect exactly how the rest of the game plays out. This is the main non-linear bits of the non-linear adventure. We're going to have to think about this very carefully before we give our answer. Also, here is the pool table in this town. At one point previously I said I was going to challenge as many pool people as I could for the rest of the game, and it turns out there is exactly one more person I can challenge at pool in the game before it's over. Once the game is over, I can actually come to this particular table and challenge a whole bunch of characters. But until then, there's just one person back at the Aphrodite bar who I haven't beaten. Sort of annoying. Aha. Anyway, as I was saying, we've only really seen the Bloody Mantis' influence twice in the game. Well, we can infer that the mysterious men that asked Nora to kidnap Mallow are probably the Bloody Mantis. They seem to be very sneaky and dressed in black. And of course the man in black very recognisable as the uniforms they're wearing around here. Poor old Vlad. And the Bloody Mantis seems to be very much tied into the whole Mallow business. Weird. In here we've got a couple of bits. The film reel, very nice. So this took me a while. What is this? What is this? What's this? What is this? What is this? It is of course Happy Garland turned sideways. Yeah, I couldn't recognise a map when it had been rotated 90 degrees. How silly. I don't think the generic response there is a bad thing, because there's lots of generic responses and a book. Number 7. I think we've got numbers 1 through 7 and 6 now, so classic world literature number 8 is all that's missing before we can go and acquire number 10 from the bookshop. Interesting. But that's the most of the base, except for this bit. This is a fairly interesting area. A transit hub of sorts. Only one way though. There's not a terribly quick way to get around town, but it's nice that we have a choice of where to leave. And actually we're not going to exit right now. So we've got to go and speak to Comfrey again.
So, you've decided to become our comrade.
I'd never join you.
Indeed. What a shame. I hope you understand, but I can't really allow you to leave. Is what I'd say if we were a criminal organization. You're free to go. Ta! Come back if you ever change your mind. I'll be waiting.
Yep, we're playing as a good vanilla. this entire playthrough, so we're not going to break character and join the Bloody Mantises, I'm afraid. What we're going to do is we're going to continue through, do all the side quests, finish the good part of the game, and then I shall go back, and also the exits and bins. Shall go back and do a complete playthrough being evil vanilla. I'll have like edited highlights of all the nasty stuff you can get up to, all the things you can say to people, followed by the entire bad path from this point of the game onwards. But until then, we've got something we have to do. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.